Fear not, for Boxville is going bye-bye. Boop. Captain's log, Boxville log, 4/29/22. And the time right now? I do not have a watch, and I'm filming this with my iPhone. I do not know what time it is right now. It's in the middle of the afternoon on 4/29/22, and the time is here. It has finally come to build out. As far as I can tell, as far as I know, as far as I can tell you, what I believe will be the last and final collection room build out of my entire life. Anyone that has been following the channel from the very beginning, I thank you. The very first video, I do not know why I'm being so over dramatic, but the build up has been real. At least it has been for me. And since the very beginning, the very first video on this channel, I discuss with all of you why I am here, why I created the Century TMC channel. And one of the primary drivers in building this channel and making this channel was to document the build out of all of this to share with each and every one of you. And now here we are. So much has happened on this channel, in the real world, everywhere, in every way. So much has happened since that first video to right now, this very moment. But here we are. Thankfully, thank God, here we are. And I am finally ready to build out this room and to share it with each and every one of you. And I could not be any more excited. And here today, we will call this day one. And day one, we've got some cleanup work to do. But before we start cleaning stuff up, as you can see, and rearranging some stuff, as you can see, I'm going to step you guys through what the plan is for the collection room, for Daddy's room, for the TMC castle, whatever you'd like to call it. Oh, baby, there are going to be plenty of names slapped on this thing. But I'm going to step you guys exactly through what my plans are, what I believe to be the final plans for this room will be. I will show you exactly what the buildup of trash known as Boxville has been for the past 2 years. We're going to just bask in the glory of it for a moment. And then I'm going to tell you exactly what we have queued up on deck for the build out. And here it is, the disturbing, very disturbing image of this gigantic, colossal pile of trash known as Boxville. Bask in the glory. This actually is way less impressive and has been greatly reduced, believe it or not, over the course of some time. This is a big part of the pile up over the past year and a half. I mean, at one point, I think it was like feathering. I had the pyramid so high, I was like feathering the top of the baseboards there. But we have thrown out some stuff along the way. And recently, most recently, I took this Hampton Bay outdoor dining set box that my fiance and I just ripped open and put some chairs together recently, long overdue for that. And once we were finished, I was like, oh, I could use that big box to put other boxes in that big box. So then I can take this big box with all the boxes in it and get the hell out of here. So that's what this is right now. Its sole purpose is to hold boxes. I need to put this out next week for recycling. And yeah, so anything that you see in here was stacked on top of this pile of crap. So this pile is way less impressive than it was about a week or so ago. But yeah, I mean, this is crap from the past almost, 2 years. And along with that, this is This is not crap. These are statues of mine that will be displayed. Like I mentioned to you guys, some of them, not all of them, but I am a big statue collector as well. So we've got, might as well step through some of this, right? XM Studios Apocalypse just came in 2 big boxes. XM Studios Cable, woo, almost tripped over part of Boxville there. Sideshow, Stormtrooper Hero Bust, life-sized, and PCS Clouth back there, both 2 big boxes. Those are some of the statues that you will see, hopefully sooner than later. Oh yeah, and then some other Prime 1. I've got Lord of the Rings. I think this is Balrog, both of those boxes. And I have Sauron's on the way. I have a lot of that line coming, starting to ship. And this is a bulk of the collection, a big part of the collection here that goes all the way back down to the far wall. I also have a bedroom upstairs that has some stuff. And it is a lot, but it looks like a lot more just because, I mean, as you can see, I mean, how many boxes are actually in there? How many figures are actually in here in one bin, right? Like, not that many. But the boxes, of course, take up a lot of space. So this is a lot of the collection. This is a pile of junk that needs to go away. And the area that we're standing in right now that it looks like I'm force pushing up against the wall, this will be the man cave. So I'll step you guys through that right now. I did do an man cave update recently. I mean, I guess at this point it was like 4 or 5 months ago here on the channel. And I've definitely changed some things around in my mind. Since then, I found a different contractor. He happens to be my neighbor up the street, and he was the best conversation out of the 4 that I had with everything, vision, pricing, all of that, honesty. So yeah, I'm really excited to get started now. And I think, after lots of thinking, I did a lot of thinking on vacation back in February, a lot of thinking afterwards. And I finally I've pinged the audience and polled the audience. You guys have been super helpful. So thank you. It's always helpful, no matter what you're doing in life, to bounce ideas off of people. So especially ones that you like and respect. So thank you all for your advice and guidance and help and thoughts. And yeah, so here we go. So basically right here, we'll have to use the collection as a guide a bit. So right down there, this little pile, this is pretty much where the door will be. We're going to have across this wall here. So basically from this wall to that support beam, that's going to be a wall. And the door, the entrance will be right here, almost next to the bathroom entrance down yonder. But the door will be here. And then this will be, the majority of the room. That mirror down to the back wall, back up here to the support beam, all the way across these support beams, and then back across here. That's going to be the entire room. So to step through it, it's going to be one big L. So you walk in from here, right? You're walking in. Here's the room. You've got a wall going down this side. You already have this wall, of course. And then it turns, and then there's going to be a little nook back here, all enclosed. And that's going to be that's the space. What I'm going to do with the space is this, or what I'd like to do, what the plan is, I'm going to, since I have statues and figures, and there are multiple themes that I collect, I want to do things by theme and set up my statues and figures together by theme as much as I possibly can. So the plan is going to be this. I'm going to have custom built risers made for my statues and for figures. For statues, for the most part, I'm going to do 72 to 74 inch wide risers by 60 inches high and about 28 inches deep. Honestly, as deep as I can get it to 30, as long as it can fit through those doors. We'll see. But yeah, so 60 inches high, 28, 29 inches deep, and 72 to 74 inches wide for statues per theme, essentially. along most of these walls. So here, and the bottom will be closed. I'm not going to leave that open for more statues. I know I could fit more statues in there, into that space, but I'm not looking to do that. I would rather sacrifice having more to display better, if that makes sense. I think I won't enjoy my pieces, my collection. I won't enjoy my collection if it just looks and feels too cluttered to me. And again, I mean, that's just me. That's just my preference. It is what it is. So I think it'll just look better like that across the entire space, this way. And I think I'll be able to enjoy, my pieces better instead of just having stuff up here, stuff down there. It's just like, it's a lot for me. So I just want to have pieces eye level that make sense, belt high, and that I can see and very clearly, and not have anything take away, like not have clutter take away from some of the art that I decide to buy. And it also, not only will that be better for my wallet, but it's just, to me, it's for me, it helps me become or stay a better collector, a more focused collector, a more disciplined collector. And that stuff matters to me. And displaying to me is an art. So that's really what I'm going for. I'm trying to make this the best display. Of course, for myself, there's a little marking from contractor there talking about height for action figures. But anyway, so 60 inches high, 28 inches deep, 72 to 74 inches wide for statues. This is going to be Batman right here. And this wall is going to be 3rd scale. So I'm going to have my Batman pieces here, a couple of them, 2 or 3. And then next to that will be a riser, 2 feet off the ground, 24 inches high. And that is going to house 2 detolfs. And that will be for Batman stuff, action figures. So we'll have a Batman display right here. And again, both of those boxes are closed. I might add doors so I can use, them for storage, most likely, especially for the statue stuff that comes with, extra heads and accessories and whatever. So I'll probably add doors to all these things. But yeah, so this is going to be Batman. There's going to be a TV right here, a small riser here where I will put more statues. And then another display right here, same thing, 3rd scale. And this is going to be for Predator. So I'm going to have my Predator stuff, 3rd scale Predator here. I have Prime 1, Jungle Hunter, and City Hunter on PO. That's going here along with Predator action figures. And then here there will be this now along this wall, this is going to be where it gets pretty intense with statues. This is all statues and it's all Lord of the Rings. So I think what I'm going to do is, like I said, Predator right here. I might have a little raise in the riser here and put the Clouth statue up here a little higher, the dragon. And then down here will be, again, 60 inches high, 28 inches deep, a riser for my Lord of the Ring collection that will go all the way down into here. And then over here, we'll start Berserk. I have a 1/4 scale piece, guts armor piece that'll go there, 1/4. And then here will be Berserk 1/3. Maybe a mix of 1/4 depending on what it is. And it would be the same character together because I don't mix scales. But so this is going to be reserved for Berserk 1/3. And then across this wall will be, this is high fantasy sci-fi. This is going to be all Mythic Legions. So, again, another riser over here. Again, another riser here, 24 inches off the ground. All Mythic Legions, detolfs. And then this is going to be an empty wall as far as cabinets go because I'm going to need space to walk into this thing. So here I'm going to put my 1-Up arcade. I have a Golden Axe Altered Beast 1-Up that I'm going to have here. And then on this wall, I'm thinking of doing my Kenner Classics, my Kenner Star Wars. Once I get them graded, I'm just going to do a wall of them, I think. And then next to that, I'm either going to just have a standalone display for that guy, the Stormtrooper life-size bust, Or I might just do, I don't know, original art over here, graded cards over here. I don't know. But this wall is going to be pretty empty as far as action figures and statues go. And then once we wrap around this wall, we're going to have a couch here so I can enjoy TV and watch all my friends on YouTube. And next to that will be another display set for statues and figures for Star Wars. Same thing like I mentioned over here, 72 to 74 inches wide, yada, yada, yada. With figures, same thing again for Motu. Marvel is going to go right here. Same thing. I'm going to L Marvel out. So I'm going to have and again, it's just really figures statues that there's so many Marvel statues that I would potentially want and but don't necessarily love. So it just happened to be that XM came out with 2 statues that of characters that I do love and that I've wanted and I really liked a lot when I saw it. So Apocalypse, Cable, I have a custom Yellow Suit Wolverine, Berserker Age Wolverine coming, which looks awesome. Broski custom. Broski Thanos and Silver Surfer custom coming. I need a Cosmic display. So it's going to be a mix of X-Men, X-Force, Cosmic for statues. Detolf for Marvel Legends, maybe 2. And then Turtles, Detolf, Joe Detolf, and horror. I'm going to put either next to that one cabinet or I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But that is the general idea for the room. All right, guys, and that's a wrap on day 1. Speaking of wrap, the next step in this process is to have my contractor come over here tomorrow on Saturday and put plastic around the entire collection. And in the meantime, I have a few action items. 1, I need to rejigger some things to ensure that all pathways are clear for the workers to get in and out of here. 2, I need to get the statue boxes that I'm looking at currently right now that you guys just saw a few moments ago. I need to get those statue boxes over here onto this side of the room, onto the Boxville side of the room and out of the way. And thirdly, I need to get rid of the Pyramid-O trash. The Pyramid-O trash that you guys also recently just saw a few moments ago that has collected and has grown over time. That needs to get the hell out of here. So I'm going to work on getting that out of here over the course of the next week. That will be gone by the next time we speak. And we're here, baby. We are underway. This is the video to document it all. I have no idea what to expect. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. It's crazy. But I'm super excited that it's happening and even more excited that I get to share it with all of you. So with that said, the next time you see this basement, it should look a little different. Updates to follow. Daddy Vlog, day 2. It's Saturday. Action item number 1 complete. Action item number 1, if you guys remember from the other day, was to rearrange the collection to ensure that Chris, my contractor, and his guys have clear pathways to get in and out of here while they work. Action item number 2 is for Chris to come here today, which he has not yet. He is egregiously late, but it worked out because it gave me a chance to just move everything around myself. So when he does show up, whenever that may be, he can just come here, plastic wrap everything to make sure that the collection is safe from any sort of dust or harm during the course of the build out. And action item number 3 is waste management. That's going to happen next week, where this pile of crap behind me, as you guys can see, that's going to all go away, including that box right there with all the other boxes in it. And then we'll be all set and ready to go. Let me flip the camera around and I'll show you guys the progress up to this point. Okay, guys, here is the progress from today. It's the collection consolidated, a bit more condensed. I'm also pretty happy that I was able to take all of the statues that were over there on that side of the room in the corner, if you guys remember, next to the pile of crap. I was able to fit everything in with the collection over here to get that moved and just out of the way, because they would have been in the way since we're using that back area, that little nook for collection room space. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get these statue boxes right here. This is one of two XM Apocalypse, both Clouth boxes, and the other XM Apocalypse. This is the Lord of the Ring Balrog, both of those that came in. So, which I just moved over a bit, slid those over. There still should be plenty of room here for the guys to do work, since from this support beam to the wall, this is going to be a wall with the front door right over here somewhere. So the guys are, you know, I'm assuming going to work on this side, even if you need to confirm things. I think there's plenty of space to just stand here and do whatever you need to do if you're looking or putting up the wall or doing whatever with this wall here. So very happy that there's really nothing else I need to do. This was definitely giving me a little anxiety over the course of time. And really, though, over the course of time that we have lived here, I've done my best to consolidate, try to organize things. But as you guys know, I'm out toy hunting weekly. Things come in, things go out. And the process just never ends. It's a never-ending process to try and keep things relatively, to try to keep the collection, you know, as lean and sensible for me as possible, as well as, you know, keeping it organized in this, you know, vast array of storage. So it's been tough, but not only that, but managing, you know, the timeline for whenever we're going to get this whole place done, along with the YouTube channel, which anyone that knows that the haul videos that I've done right here, there is the ring light and the table that I use for haul videos, the 34 by 34 table that gets set up right here, gets plugged into this little outlet right there. And I'm facing this wall, typically talking to you guys and sitting right here. So this is where the table usually is with the ring light. So that's over there for now. And the sea of boxes used to be, for reference, you know, right behind me. All of this empty space, as you guys know full well, that was all boxes, and then led all the way back into there of boxes. So essentially all that I did was figure out a way, as you guys can see, to take everything that was here and kind of just rearrange it and push it back that way, including stuff that was over there. So we just kind of moved stuff around and back, and we were still able to successfully, like I said, get the statues over here. So that's great. That's done. You know, it really is a point of angst to have all this stuff the way it is. Not only just to not know or be able to see what your collection looks like visually, it makes it harder, and I've mentioned this before, to collect, I think, in terms of buying new things. And you can't see, it's like, oh, I have this much horror, you know, do I need this figure, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, I've done my best to try to keep things lean and mean. And I think I've done a fairly good job, and you'll see once everything is set up. Everything that I collect definitely makes sense for me, and I don't buy anything that I don't love. So, and if I fall out of love with something, it's gone. But that rarely, you know, that doesn't happen very often anymore, which is a good sign for my collecting. Anyway, this box will be gone sometime next week. Well, actually not sometime next week, on Wednesday, when recycling gets picked up, and this mess of crap I need to figure out. So this is on top poster board that I'm just going to get rid of. I was using that for haul videos. I don't know. I mean, at the time of this video, and it doesn't matter because no one's going to see this until it comes out. I don't know the next time I will be doing a haul video, since the build out will be in process for some time. And I will make that announcement, you know, during a hunt video, or whatever, a next upload. So you guys are aware of that. But yeah, the next time we speak, this will be gone. This will be gone. This stuff will just be out of here. I don't know why one of my suitcases is down here. Probably too many boxes. Made Kate upset, and I had to move down here at some point for a few days. No, just kidding. Yeah, so the next time we talk, this crap will be gone, and this space will actually be entirely empty. It's so crazy to think about that, because for so long, you guys are used to seeing that pile of shit. This thing, which is relatively new, and all this stuff here. So the progress made, here it is. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of day 2. But we are ready and raring to go. All right, Daddy Prep day 3. It's Tuesday, and just like that, Boxville has relocated to the curb. It wasn't nearly as painful as I thought it was going to be. I honestly wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to do this in one shot. It's just one of those things you got to put your head down and do it. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys what is waiting for the poor recycling gentleman tomorrow, first thing in the morning. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I had to pan out fully to get the whole thing in frame. This is Boxville on the curb. Anything and everything that I did not throw away that was a box, or is a box, I should say, in the past 2 years, here it is. So to give you guys the full view here, lots and lots of trash. There it all is. And I think for reference, or just at least to update you all on what's left in the basement to clean up, not much at all, which is so amazing to say. What a great feeling that is. But I will show you guys right now what is left. It's really just bags, bubble wrap. I spilled all of Big Dub's peanuts all over the yard right up here. Actually, you could see remnants of I guess one of them. I spilled them all over the place, so spent a good amount of time picking up Big Dub's nuts. And this is what's left. That big pyramid of garbage. This is what's left. So I just need to get some garbage bags. I actually bagged this stuff up probably like a year ago, whatever the hell is in there. And yeah, need to throw out those 2 things. But yeah, this is just going in the regular garbage, and I'll do that tomorrow. And as you guys already know, this is the Collection Consolidated. Chris, my contractor, dropped off some stuff ready to go. We have confirmed Thursday or Friday for lumber delivery, which is great. And it's happening. Saturday, the work begins. I cannot believe that this is happening. The other thing that I want to show you guys at some point in this video is the breakdown of the lumber cost. So I will show you guys the quote that I have, go over all that with you for all those that are interested. I know I mentioned that I'm going to share with you the cost of everything along the way, for full transparency. Hopefully that's helpful to you guys in some sort of way. And yeah, we are on our way, well on our way to no more Boxville. Okay, folks, as promised, here is the full quote for the framing. So, as you can see, $4,500 all in, building materials and labor. And if we mosey on over to the right here, this is the full breakdown for material cost that I owed up front. As you can see, the salesperson, Sal Tricchillo, he's Italian, so that's a good sign. And here we go. So 2x4x8, the first item. The 8 is the length. If you multiply the length times the quantity, so we need 150 of these things, you get the pricing unit, which is 1,200. So 8 times 150 is 1,200. And then if you take the pricing unit and multiply it by the unit of measure, UOM, which I believe, and you contractors can tell me if I'm right, wrong, or somewhere in between, I believe it's the packaging details of the item. So if you multiply the pricing unit of 1,200 times 1.520, that lands us at 1,824. And next, 2x4x16, 16 times 8 is 128. Multiply the pricing unit of 128 times the UOM of 1.360. That gives us 174.08. Next, 2x4x16, 16 times 8 is 128 times a UOM of 2.200. That gives us 281.60, so on and so forth. And the grand total with what I owed up front is right there, $2,538.87. Who said we never did anything educational on this channel? We're daddy's doing math for you, bro. Hopefully this is helpful to anyone that is potentially thinking of building out a room sometime in the near future, or if you were curious as to what Daddy's spending on this stuff, here you go. As quotes come in for other things like that I'm gonna have to pay for, like electrical, flooring, cabinets, yikes, that's gonna be a big one. I'm gonna show you guys, and hopefully it's helpful and insightful. All right, guys, phase 1 of this project complete. Basement prep is done. The lumber is here, Boxville is gone, and Daddy needs a new collection room. I am super excited. I probably have said that 10 trillion times throughout the course of this video, but it's true. Speaking of videos, in thinking about it, I'm going to release this whole process over the course of 3 different videos. The first one is this, basement prep. The second one will be the build out of the room, so the sheetrock, the flooring, the electrical, alongside the invoice for that to show you guys the prices for it once I have it. And then the third and final video will be the cabinets, the display, so, and the prices that go along with that. We'll see how that goes, the custom cabinets. So yeah, it's happening. We need to get this lumber downstairs. The build out starts tomorrow, Friday, May 6th. I'll say it one more time, could not be any more excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know in the comments what you think of all of this. Daddy is literally building a new home. Peace.